So what happens if you overstay your visa while you're in the Philippines? Let's take a look. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. It's also 7 years ago today I arrived to live here permanently in the Philippines. So yay. Anyway, overstay. I wasn't really going to do this one, but a few things came up, so I thought I probably should add a little something to it. So overstays, pretty much like any other place that you might visit. Uh, a minor overstay, it's just going to be a minor fine. I think it's 500 a month, and you got to pay a whole month. So if you run a few days over, you get to the airport, you didn't get an extension, you're just going to have a little bit of extra fees you got to pay. Plus, you're going to have to pay for a whole month because they go by 1 month. 1 day is 1 month. So, that kind of stuff happens a lot, and it's no big deal, okay? And, other things can come up, and you can get, behind weeks. A lot of people get behind a month or more, a few months. That's no big deal. You go to immigration, yeah, you're going to have to pay a fine. You got to pay all your fees. It's no big deal. You get yourself caught up, and you're good to go. But where it starts to become a problem is when you've overstayed 1 year or more. Um, it, it's not. I don't want to say it's a big. It's not a big deal, okay? Because I would never want to tell anybody to overstay, a length of time whatsoever. But it's not like they go out and hunt you down. I saw for another YouTube channel. This place is crazy. They put out some really strange information. They try to say that they've got teams that go around hunting people down, and it's not true at all. They do not hunt you down for overstay. Okay, that's all there is to it. But it does become a bit of a problem once you go over a year, and especially if that time also involves going past your 3 year that you're allowed to stay on your tourist visa. Okay. And what it is, the fees and the fines are really starting to add up. And at that point, you're going to have a really hard time catching up. And this is where things get to be a problem. Uh, Probably in the last maybe 2 months, not even 2 months, I've had 3 people contact me, one just the other morning, about a friend, a family member, and a guy himself who was overstay. And they're trying to get help for their family member and stuff that's been overstay for a long time. I think the shortest period was 3 years. And what to do? Well, at some point you're going to have to come forward, okay? And that's what immigration wants you to do. They want you to come forward. If you come forward, that goes in your favor, okay? They understand things happen. So it does go good for you to, you make the first move and you move forward to take care of it. Now, of course, you're going to have the funds to get yourself caught up. At that point, like for all of these that are 3 years and over, I'd strongly recommend you use an immigration lawyer or immigration agency that deals with this. And yes, you're going to have to pay them, but they are able to help get fees lowered. In many cases, they will get the fines reduced, if not wiped out completely. Yeah, you're going to have to do like an affidavit, give a statement. It's not like they investigate the statement, to see if what you're saying is the truth. They just need a statement on record in your file for the case. Okay, they'll present to you at that point a list of all the fees and fines and give you so much time to pay it. Usually I believe it's like 2 weeks, most people have told me when they've gone through this. I had a friend that just did 6 years overstay. And so you need to come up with that in this 2 weeks period of time. Go in, pay it. They're going to get everything all caught up. If you're past the 3-year point, they're probably going to make you leave and come back, do a visa run, but they're not going to blacklist you. So you're going to be able to come back. Now, most of these people that were contacting me, they were saying they were afraid to come forward. They had heard, you're going to go to prison and all this type of stuff. No, they're not going to do that. Okay, they're going to collect their money. That's what they want. They want their money. They want you to get caught up. They want you to be legal. So, no, they're not going to lock you up. Now, if you happen to run the wrong way with the law and law enforcement agency finds out that you're overstay, they'll turn you over to immigration. Then you are going to be in trouble because they're going to deem you, what do they call it, undesirable, and give you a deportation order. At that time, they will hold you until you pay all the fees and fines, and they're not going to be reducing anything for you. That's where you can get in a lot of trouble. So if you are in overstay, you better be keeping yourself clean. Get yourself, get the funds somehow, get a family member to help you, get somebody to help you, and come forward and take care of this. The longer you go, the worse it gets, because you know how hard it is to get caught up. Most of the time, the problems from this come from financial. Bad planning. I don't want to judge anybody. Things happen. We all know that. Medical comes up, expenses you didn't, have figured, and you think, okay, well, I'll get caught up on this later, and I'll have to pay some fees. And then it just kind of keeps rolling, and pretty soon it snowballs. Now that snowball's gotten awful big, and it's a little bit out of control. So I hope people can get themselves squared away that are behind, a few years like that. For those of you that, may think about doing that, don't let it get out of control. Take care of it as soon as you can. I'm sure most people always wanted to get caught up. They didn't plan on overstaying 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. I'm certain it wasn't in their plan, but things happen. So definitely take care of it, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of immigration. They understand. You're going to have to do a few things with them. That's why a lawyer or an agent will help you quite a bit with that. And in the long run, you'll probably pay less money. And a lot less hassle because, there's a little bit to do to get it taken care of. So I hope that works out, and don't try not to overstay. Okay, guys? We'll see you later. Bye.